Hey, what's going on, guys? I have a quick video for you guys on this update. This is specifically for FX3 users. If you already updated your camera to the 7.0 firmware update, don't worry, there's nothing wrong. It's not gonna brick your camera or anything like that. I updated both of my FX3s and it works just fine. There is a couple new features that I wanna talk about, and then I'll talk to you guys about the one thing that I really is just annoyed me about it. But you do have some new anamorphic options on there to de-squeeze. I believe it's like a 2.0, a 1.8, maybe a 1.6. I don't know. There's more anamorphic support on there. Here, I can check for you guys right now. So you now have 1.3, 2.0, 1.5, and 1.6. So you get all those cool features. You still don't have anamorphic IBIS like Lumix does. I don't know if that's a firmware update that Sony can do on these cameras or if it's a hardware issue. I have no idea. I know this camera is pretty old now. It's like 5 years old or something like that. And maybe Sony's gonna come up with an FX3 too or something like that. So who knows if they're gonna even push any more updates towards this thing. Either way, you have new anamorphic support, and then the other one is the Big 6 menu. Now, the Big 6 menu is good if you're going to be rigging up your camera. If you're one of those people that put like a Cineback, the V-mount batteries, the rigs and all that stuff, and you have a monitor to view your footage, then this 7.0 update is gonna be awesome for you, because then what happens is that you can now, in your LCD screen on your camera, you can now see your settings, and they're pretty big. That's what I think that's why they call it the Big 6. You can see all the blocks on there, and it's really nice to be able to see everything that big on there when you have a monitor, and it gives like the LCD screen a purpose when using it rigged up like that. So I'm really happy that that menu came to the FX3. I know that I think that this menu is on their higher tier cameras like the Burano and the Venice and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. And obviously those cameras, I believe you probably need a monitor. I don't know if there's a flip out screen. I haven't really looked into those, but those are like the two big main things with the 7.0 update. But if you are somebody like me who is a solo run and gun shooter, I film weddings, some like brand films, commercials and stuff like that, but 90% of the time I'm by myself. I like compact. There's a reason why I switched over from Canon when I used to shoot on C70s and Red Komodos to this FX3. Like the body and everything about it, it's amazing. I honestly think that this camera is still worth it in 2025. So if you're looking into buying one, I would definitely pick one of these up, or the new Canon C50, which matches this. It looks pretty cool. I just pre-ordered mine, so we'll see what that looks like. Unless the FX3 2 comes out, I'm gonna then probably order that and then cancel the other one. But for now, we'll just wait and see what happens with Sony. So let's get right to it, guys. The annoying part here that I don't like about this update is that they took away the, I hope you guys can see this here, but they took away up here, you usually have an autofocus icon, which tells you if you're in continuous or manual focus. And that to me is very important because I often switch from manual focus to continuous focus. And I like my G Master lenses because they have this extra customizable button right here on all my lenses. And when I'm shooting like this, I don't use the Big 6 menu or anything like that because I just use the camera like this, just bare bones. I often click this button to switch between continuous and manual so that I can manually focus, because you guys know that if you're shooting video, even though Sony has some of the best autofocus out there for cameras, it still misses sometimes. I mean, you get into different lighting situations, the sun's hitting the sensor or something, or there's too many people walking by, it doesn't know which one to pick up, and you often start hunting for that, and you don't want that in your video. So when I'm in those situations, or I want to do a little rack focus, or I want to have a little bit more control, I often switch to manual focus. And when I click that, now I can't see it if I'm in manual or in continuous autofocus anymore. And I was going through the menu settings and trying to find out if there's a way that I can enable it or something like that, and there is, but you have to go to settings, operation, operation, customize, and then go down to your display screen setup. So it's that one right there. Hopefully it's not mirrored, but it's called display screen setup. You click on there, and then you got to make sure that the display all info check mark is checked. I actually checked all of them because I do use the leveler, I use the histogram, and then I want a no display just in case I want to see more of the frame. But the display all info, basically, when you cycle through your displays, you're gonna get this, and then it has pretty much all the extra icons. It'll show you your audio and everything like that. It basically puts every single feature or whatever you're using on the screen, and then you'll see your autofocus here. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see it. It's right up here. Anyways, that little white dot, if you guys can't see it, that's where your autofocus, continuous, and manual icon goes. But the problem with that is that I also use my histogram to sometimes check exposure and stuff like that, so I can get just like a reference. And it's annoying because now I have to cycle through the menu again to, oh, where it is. There it is. So I can get the histogram on the bottom there. And before, I used to be able to keep my histogram on all the time and have the autofocus icon up here and be able to have both. So now it's just annoying that I have to cycle through the menu or the display whatever options just to be able to see if I'm using manual focus or continuous focus, and it's really annoying. I don't shoot much anamorphic. I know I've shot a few videos and stuff like that. This new update just like messed that up for me. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys use the manual focus and continuous autofocus icon? I know I do as a solo shooter, and often switching back and forth between autofocus. I guess this is more for people that shoot video and use photography lenses like this with autofocus, or any lens with autofocus. That feature or icon or whatever is very important to me, and I just want to make this video so that if you rely on that like I do, then don't update your camera. Wait until Sony fixes that. I'm pretty sure that there's got to be other people out there like me that want this thing to be updated. I'm pretty sure it's a quick, like, you know, 7.01 blah 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 update that they can just add that feature, switch it around, so that way it goes back on there. There is enough. The thing is that there is enough space up there to just add a little icon, switch it up there, and have both. And yeah, now it sucks because I can't see that unless I have all the icons, which is very distracting. Like right now I'm filming myself and I got a Bluetooth icon, I got this battery icon, dynamic range off icon, metering, audio, user, LUT. It's just like, it gets so messy on this LCD screen right now. And especially if you are like me again and you use this to shoot the LCD screen because you want to be very compact or whatever, it's just the screen's already small, and when you have a bunch of icons around, it just takes away from the filming experience, and you don't have the tool that you need in there to check your autofocus system if it's in manual or continuous. So anyways, if you haven't updated and you use that feature, don't update yet. Wait. Hopefully Sony will see this video, or people make enough comments, tag Sony on here. I looked it up and I saw some people on Reddit like talking about it, and maybe Facebook groups that came up when I Googled it. And so some people are aware of this, and it's very annoying. I haven't found a big crowd saying anything yet, but maybe they haven't noticed it. But I know that for me, it was something that just kind of, it sucks now. I like using this. Like, I hate that I can't see, especially because I use autofocus quite a bit. So anyways, I hope this video saved you guys from updating and hopefully waiting, unless you shoot anamorphic with the other D-squeezes, or you rig up your camera and you really want that big 6 menu. I think that you should just keep the previous version and rock with that, because you can actually have your histogram and your autofocus indicator on there. So anyways, take it easy guys. Peace.